Good afternoon, it's Mayor Turner. I was wanting to update you on the COVID numbers. We just got through with the press conference. I want to talk briefly before we go through the numbers, a couple of things, just housekeeping things. A lot of people are sending me information on testing, talking about, on treatment, talking about this treatment works better, this treatment works better. When you send it to me, it really doesn't do any good because that information has to be taken straight to the doctor if you have someone who is positive. How a physician treats a patient is really up to the physician. So I appreciate you sending it to me, but keep that information. If a member of your family ends up in a hospital, the hospitals actually talk to the families or whoever you put as the key person, and you can talk to them about treatments because doctors are trying all kinds of different treatments. All the hospitals in the state of Texas are actually talking on a weekly basis, saying what works, what hasn't worked. And so I know the Dr. Bartlett thing is a hot topic in West Texas. But unfortunately, if you have somebody that has that, you can call and talk to that doctor and they can help you out. But sending it to me, the administrators really don't have a lot of control. It's between the doctor and the patient. And also, a lot of people have said, well, what happens if a person has multiple tests? I have a family member who's had 8 tests. What happens on that is there is a list that's kept at the Ector County Health Department. It talks about who's positive and etc. If a person is positive, when they get the next test in, say it's their second or third test, they go down that list and they can look at it and say, they are already positive. We're not counting this as a positive test. So if you want to verify me on that, what you can do is take the total testing that we have minus the negative, and that number does not match what we call the COVID positive numbers. So that allows for anybody that's taken 6 or 7 tests not to be counted more than once. So we'll get into the numbers. Amarillo is at 4688. Lubbock is at 4656. Abilene is at 1572. San Angelo is rising. Seems like they may be having some trouble over there. They're at 1419. Midland is up to 1604. And Odessa, or Ector County, last time we talked, we were at 2403. This time we are at 2659. That is a little more than we like to see. But like we've been talking about, we're coming off the July 4th. We're getting to the end of that time. So some of these may be from the July 4th holiday. We have gone up one more in deaths. We are now up to 34 deaths. So we want to keep them in our thoughts and prayers. And currently we have 1,483 that have recovered. Talking about the hospitals, medical center right now has 42 cases in the hospital, 7 of which are on ventilators. They do have 1 in pediatrics, and they do have 1 positive in postpartum. So that probably was a mother and her baby. Going over to ORMC, they have 17 patients, 9 of which are on ventilators right now. What we're seeing is a lot of people, and I'll give you these numbers here in just a moment, talking about people coming out of nursing homes. Many of those people it's hard on their bodies if they get this. We've talked about it before. And so ORMC has 18 pending tests. Let's talk a little bit about nursing homes. Focus Care has had 22 cases. They have 10 that are active cases, and they've had 3 deaths at Focus Care. Sienna has 56 cases, 32 of which are active at this time, and they've had 7 deaths out of there. So you can see the numbers, unfortunately, people that are passing away when they get into the nursing homes. Buena Vida has 3 total cases. There's 2 active at this time. Courtyard has 5 cases, and I'm assuming all 5 of those are active. Madison has had 7 cases, 5 of which are active. And Deering has 2 cases. We are starting to see, like we talked last time, about people being transferred in because we are regional hospitals. Right now, we have one from Reeves County, one from Crane, and one from Big Lake. I know they are still actively watching Fort Stockton and Andrews as far as cases coming in. So everybody's dealing with it, and we're just hoping that it's a stable number as opposed to a whole lot. Commissioner Shelton did talk about the jail, and currently there are 3 cases in the Ector County Detention Center. All of those are just inmates. There's no guards or anybody else that's sick. I want to talk a little bit about something that came out earlier this morning. The CDC has changed how they are, or what the timetable is for saying you can go back to work. Before, what they said was you had to have 2 negative tests to be able to go back to work. I'm just going to read this because that way I don't mess it up. It says patients with mild to moderate illnesses, these are non-hospitalized, at least 10 days have passed since the symptoms first appeared, and at least 24 hours have passed since last fever without the use of fever-reducing medications, and the symptoms have gone down, such as cough, shortness of breath, that they have improved. The patients that with severe illness, which are those that are hospitalized, they're saying at least 20 days have passed since the symptoms first appeared, and at least 24 hours have passed since the last fever without the use of fever-reducing medications. So that kind of gives you an update. CDC is changing some things. Give you a little bit. I don't have the numbers, all the numbers yet, from the 2 tests that the city did Tuesday. But it looks like the numbers we're getting in are still about 25% positive. So that is a number we're going to continue to watch. That's all I've got. I just wanted to make it quick. Unfortunately, I've got another conference call after this, but just keep wearing your mask, keep doing what we know we have to do, and we will get through this. We talked about it before. Odessa's been through tough times. We're going to make it through this. Unfortunately, this one's lasting a little longer than some of the others. So God bless each and every one of you. God bless Odessa. God bless Texas, and God bless USA, and I will talk to you later. Thank you.